Okay, I have to get this first try or I'm resetting.
Uh-oh.
Insane.
The portal will open and emergency testing will begin in 3, 2, 1. Cube and button-based testing remains an important tool for science, even in a dire emergency.
That's actually so sad. I got one good run into Column Blocker, and now it's a Chapter 1 stream.
Science equipment that touches it. If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your temples. You are simply experiencing a rare reaction in which the material emancipation grill may have emancipated the ear tubes inside your head. Good. Because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing, your test environment...
You also only spend 66% of your life awake on average. That's true, Tornith. That's true.
Please take a moment to write down the results of your test. An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive...
2,000 of those hours have just been in a year? That's crazy, Snack. That matches like the playtime. Just for reference, I don't know, the best comparison I have for people no-lifing video games is like the first 2 years of when Celeste came out, and all the top runners, all the top Celeste runners. Because I want to say like TGH put like 4,000 to 5,000 hours within 2 years. I want to say Babai put around the similar amount. Those are the only benchmarks I remember. I put 2,000 hours in 2 years. Or more like a year and a half.
This next test is very dangerous. To help you remain tranquil in the face of almost certain death, smooth jazz will be deployed in 3, 2, 1.
Skill issue!
You have trapped yourself. Congratulations. The exit door is now open.
If I was a better player, the cube would have gone through the door. Man, that's like 3 seconds I didn't need to lose. That sucks.
If the Enrichment Center is currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects from space, please avoid unsheltered testing areas wherever a lack of shelter for... Well done. The Enrichment Center reminds you that although circumstances may appear bleak, you are not alone. All Aperture Science personality constructs...
Thank you to the early grinders for playing many thousands of hours so I can steal all their strats. Isaac has thousands of hours in Prologue though, so that's all that matters.
This next test applies the principles of momentum to movement through portals. If the laws of physics no longer apply in the future, God help, if you are a non-employee who has discovered this facility amid the ruins of civilization, welcome. And remember, testing is the future, and the future starts with you. Good work getting this far, future starter. That said, if you are simple-minded, old, or irradiated in such a way that the future should not start with you, please return to your primitive tribe and send back someone better qualified for testing. To ensure that sufficient power remains for core testing protocols, all safety devices have been disabled. The Enrichment Center respects your right to have questions or concerns about this policy.
Hey! Oi, oi! I'm up here! Probably ought to bring you up to speed on something right now. In order to escape, we're going to have to go through her chamber, and she will probably kill us.
Oh boy, I hope I get the jump.
Awake. Okay, I'm going to lay my cards on the table. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go in there. Don't go in there. She's off. She's off. Don't panic over. She's off. Oh, fine. On we go. There she is. What a nasty piece of work she was, honestly. Ah! Oh, still held. Still being held. That's a great job. I just looked down. I do not recommend it. I've just done it again. This is the main breaker room.
Close CSM and hey Vapo.
Says escape pod. Alright, don't touch anything else. Not interested in anything else. Don't touch anything else.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, Vapo. I feel like Shift is one of those people I view as like, he is always playing that game. He's a grinder.
Look at something else. Look at the next thing, alright? But don't touch anything else or look at other things, but don't. You understand? Can you see it anywhere? I can't see it anywhere. Tell you what, plug me in and I'll turn the lights on. Let there be light. That's, God. Quoting God.
I wonder how many games I have 1,000 hours in. It's probably just, Portal 2, Celeste, Portal, Counter-Strike, I bet. Actually, I'm gonna pull up my profile on my phone.
It's moving up. Okay. Okay, no, don't worry. I've got it. This should slow it down. No, makes it go faster. Uh-oh.
Yay!
Okay, don't panic. All right, stop panicking. I can still stop this. Oh, there's a pass. Okay, it's fine. I'll just hack it. Not a problem. A. C. Wait, did I do B? Do you have a pen? Start writing these down.
Power up complete.
I don't.
Alright.
Okay, listen. All right, new plan. Act natural. Nothing.
Hey, Icibo.
Oh.
Hey, Muffo.
You know her?
It's been a long time. How have you been? I've been really busy.
Okay, I have 4,020 hours in Celeste,
Murdered me.
or Portal 2. I have 2,139 hours in Celeste, 1,571 hours in Counter-Strike, and only 998 hours in Portal.
Look, we
I don't have
both
1,000
said
hours in
things
Portal.
that you're going to regret.
And then Payday 2 is 392, Half-Life is 337, Terraria 265, Gary's Mod 265, TF2 218, Mirror's Edge 163, Half-Life 2
That since
156.
you went to all the trouble of waking me up, you must really, really love to test. I love it too.
You might have 1,000 hours in chess, but it isn't really a video game. Yeah, I mean, yeah, counts. Hi, Mr. Pikel. Sorry, I almost missed you. And taking username. Oh yeah, I probably have over 1,000 hours in League. And Osu, probably.
The incinerator room. Be careful not to trip over any parts of me that didn't get completely burned when you threw them down here. The dual portal device should be around here somewhere. Once you find it, we can start testing, just like old time. Good. You have the dual portal device there. But the important thing
Okay,
is
nice.
you're back.
That last portal was sketch, but that worked.
And now I'm on to all your little tricks. So there's nothing to stop us from testing for the rest of your life. After that, who knows? I might take
I have 674 hours in Osu, that's pure gameplay. Oh yeah, it does track your gameplay hours, but... I mean, you spend a lot of time on menus.
Sorry about the mess. I've really let the place go since you killed me.
And multiplayer lobbies.
Not bad. I forgot how good you are at this. You should pace yourself, though. We have a lot of tests to do.
Angry Snack passed Algebra 2 with a 95. Can we get some
This
claps in the
next
chat for
involves
Snack?
Discouragement redirection cubes. I just finished building them before you had your...
That's insane.
Well done. Here come the test results. You
Did I
are
get an A in
horrible
Algebra 2?
person. That's what it says. A horrible person.
I don't even know. I might have gotten... No, I think I got an A. I might have gotten an A-, who knows?
Don't let that horrible person thing discourage you. It's just a data point. If it makes you feel any better, science has now validated your... Congratulations. Not on the test. Most people emerge from suspension terribly undernourished. I want to congratulate you on beating the odds and somehow managing to pack on a few pounds.
Gold split. Everyone clap again. So many clap-worthy things happening right now.
One moment. You are navigating these test chambers faster than I can build them, so feel free to slow down and do whatever it is you do when you're not destroying this facility. I'll give you credit. I guess you are listening to me. But for the record, you don't have to go that slowly.
Oh. What's up, Rat?
This next test involves the Aperture Science Aerial Faceplate. Here's an interesting fact. You're not breathing real air. It's too expensive to pump this far down. We just take carbon dioxide out of a room, freshen it up a little, and pump it back in. So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life. I thought that was interesting. Let's see what the next test is. Oh, advanced aerial faceplates. Well,
Anyone else in chat have any clap-worthy moments?
In the world. I have to go to the wing that was made entirely of glass and pick up 15.
Do you do studies during the school year? Yeah.
By myself.
I already have my schedule for next semester all planned out. Dude, my schedule next semester is nutty.
Oh, sorry. I'm still
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but like,
there's still trash in them. Standing around, smelling
next
convenience.
semester I have no
I can
classes
avoid the
Monday,
working
Wednesday.
towards you.
I have one class on Friday,
Remember before when I was
and then
talking
Tuesday,
about
Thursday
smelling
I have
garbage
classes
standing
from
around being
8:30
useless?
to
That was a
2:30.
metaphor.
So I just have a
was
high school
actually talking
schedule.
about you, and I'm sorry. You didn't react at the time, so I was worried it sailed right over your head, which would have made this apology seem insane. That's why I had to call you garbage a second time just now.
Which like I think I should like it because I like having the days off,
With
but
guilty consciences are more easily startled by loud noise. I'm sorry. I don't know why that went off.
I think realistically I'm gonna treat it like a 3-day weekend where I keep Monday as a do nothing day, and then I keep Wednesday as like a do all my work day. So if I do it right, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be awful, and then I just don't have to worry about schoolwork the other 4 days, except for my one class I have on Friday. I don't know how well that's gonna go, but that's the plan.
This next test involves emancipation.
But am I studying
drills.
computer science?
Remember, I told you about them in the last test area that did not
I am
have
studying
one.
computer science with a minor in business. What am I taking next semester? I'm taking search engines, intro to algorithms, intro to networking, something, and
You seem to have
intro
defeated its
to
load-bearing capacity.
management?
Well done. I'll just lower the ceiling.
Right, I was just lying there. You thought
Look at you, sailing through the air majestically, like an
We are
eagle.
not on a pace until we're out of column blocker. That's the rule. This is a good run so far, though.
Enjoy this next test. I'm going to go to the surface. It's a beautiful
Yeah,
day
I've heard at
out.
least in my school, people
Yesterday
say that
I
like
saw
intro to
the
algorithms is the hardest
If you
class in the
saw this
major.
next test, maybe I'll let
So-
you ride an elevator all the way up to the break room. And I'll tell you about the
Not
time
looking
I saw
forward
the
to
deer
it.
Again. Well, you passed the test. I didn't see the deer today. I did see some humans. But with you here, I've got more
It's okay,
test
CSM.
subjects
Don't
than
worry
I'll
about
ever
it. This is
need.
a relatively good run for the early game, but sometimes the early game doesn't matter. That's what happened with the run about half an hour ago. Good early game, but column blocker had something else to say.
These bridges are made from natural light that I pump in from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside with the sun shining on your face. It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it. Excellent. You're a predator, and these tests are your prey. Speaking of which, I was researching sharks for an upcoming test. Do you know who else murders people who are only trying to help them? Did you guess sharks? Because that's wrong. The correct answer is nobody. Nobody but you is that pointlessly cruel. Good news. I figured out what to do with all the money I saved recycling your one room full of air. When you die, I'm going to laminate your skeleton and pose you in the lobby. That way future generations can learn from you how not to have your unfortunate bones. Well done.
That was a really sketchy
In
bridge the
fact,
gap,
you did
but
so
we got
well,
through it.
I'm going to note this on your file
Hey, Arctic Fire.
in the
I'm doing well.
commendation
And hey, Cookie
section.
Clicker.
Oh, there's lots of room here.
Study's going well. I have not studied for a full month. It's great. All I do is game all day. It's incredible.
This next
I love
test
it.
involves turrets. You remember them, right? They're the pale spherical things that are full of bullets. Oh wait, that's you in 5 seconds. Good luck.
Everybody clap.
To maintain a constant testing cycle, I simulate
It's a pretty good gold
daylight at
split.
all hours and add adrenal vapor to your oxygen supply. So you may be confused about the passage of time. The point is, yesterday was your birthday. I thought you'd want to know. You know how I'm going to live forever, but you're going to be dead in 60 years? Well, I've been working on a belated birthday present for you. Well, more of a belated birthday medical procedure. Well, technically, it's a medical experiment. What's important is it's a present. That jumpsuit you're wearing looks stupid. That's not me talking. It's right here in your file. On other people it looks fine. But right here a scientist has noted that on you it looks stupid. Well, what does a neck-bearded old engineer know about that? I'm going through the list of test subjects in cryogenic storage. I managed to find 2 with your last name. A man and a woman. So that's interesting. It's a small world. I have a surprise waiting for you after this next test. Telling you would spoil the surprise. So I'll just give you a hint. It involves meeting 2 people you haven't seen in a long time. It says this next test was designed by one of Aperture's Nobel Prize winners. It doesn't say what the prize was for. Well, I know it wasn't for being immune to neurotoxin.
Oh.
I bet you think I forgot
That
about
cute
the
wanted to fall
surprise.
off. That would have been sad.
In fact, we're headed to your surprise right now. After all these years, I'm getting choked
All right,
up just
Jerry.
thinking about it.
What you got?
Initiating surprise in 3, 2, 1. I made it all up. Surprise. Oh, come on. If it makes you feel any better, they abandoned you at birth. So I very seriously doubt they'd even want to see you.
No shot, that works. Nice. Okay, we absolutely take that. We absolutely take that.
Well, you know the old formula. Comedy equals tragedy plus time. And you have been asleep for a while, so I guess it's actually pretty funny when you do the math. I thought about our dilemma, and I came up with a solution that I honestly think works
Okay,
out
actually a
best
really
for
good run.
both of us. Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test chamber is looking pretty good. I think these test chambers look even better than they did before. It was easy, really. You just have to look at things objectively, see what you don't need anymore, and trim out the fat. I've got a surprise for you after this next test. Not a fake, tragic surprise like last time. A real surprise with tragic consequence. What's going on? Who turned off the lights?
Hey, buddy, I'm speaking in an accent that is beyond her range of hearing. I know I'm early, but we have to go. Run! Come on, I'm closing the doors. Okay, quick recap. We are escaping. All right, that's what's happening now. We're escaping. So you're doing great. Just keep
Bad
running.
movement.
Quick word about the future plans that I've got in store. We're
The
going to shut
irony
down.
is
Oh, but good stair
you're
boost.
almost at the last
All right,
test.
turn off her neurotoxin and then confront her. Again, though, for the moment, run. Come on, come on. Ah!
Oh no.
What's going on? If you're okay, all right. I heard gunfire. It's a bit late. Hurry! There's the exit. Get out here.
All right, pretty good chapter 4.
I'll meet you on the other side. Ooh, it's dark down here, isn't it? They say that the old caretaker of this place went absolutely crazy. Chopped up his entire staff of robots. All of them robots. They say at night you can still hear the screams of their replicas. All of them functionally indistinguishable from the original. Now, here's an interesting story, you might like this. I almost got a job down here in manufacturing, but guess who the foreman went with? Only an exact duplicate of himself, nepotism. Ended up giving me the worst possible job, tending, oh, I'll tell you, humans, oh, love them. Just the way they look, it's great. And they're right. Well, I'm gonna take this round round the back way. See you, oh, good luck.
Turret redemption lines are not rides. Please exit the turret redemption line.
Flanking, flanking.
Yeah, got it. I'm back.
Template. Response. Template. Response.
Wait a minute.
Follow me, you're gonna love this. Ta-da! Only the turret control center. Thank you very much. See that scanner out there, right? It's deciding which turrets to keep and which to toss, and it's using that master. I mean, was there any sort of announcement before it opened, like a buzzer or an alarm of some kind, or like a hacker alert? I mean, you know, fair enough. The important thing is it's open. Bring your daughter to work day. That did not end well. And 40 potato batteries. Embarrassing. I mean, I realise they're children, but still, you know, low-hanging fruit and all that. Fairly science, really. Don't worry, I'm absolutely guaranteeing you 100% that it's this. Okay, let's try this one. All right, now, she can't use her turrets, so let's go and take care of that neurotoxin generator as well. Ha! I knew we were going the right way. This is the neurotoxin generator. Bit bigger than I expected. Not going to be able to just, you know, push it over. Have to apply some cleverness. There's some sort of control room up at the top. There's our handiwork. I shouldn't laugh, really. They do feel pain of a sort. It's all simulated, you know. But real enough for them. I'm afraid the door. What are you doing? We don't know what that button. Oh, hold on. Let's see what's inside. Good news.
Ah.
Use this equipment to shut down the neurotoxin. Do you smell neurotoxin?
That laser barely missed that
Hold on,
tube.
the neurotoxin levels are going down. So hold on, something's
That's okay.
did it.
We'll be
Neurotoxin,
minus
0%.
10.5.
Yes. Hold on.
This is really good. I didn't get all the time save in chapter 5 that I could
Neurotoxin
have,
pressure
but
has reached dangerously
it's okay.
unlethal levels.
This is a really, really good run.
They should take us right to
This will be my first ever 33 3x core split. And honestly, with some things going differently, this could be a 33 2x, which is kind of absurd. But the unfortunate thing is we're only halfway through the run, so let's see how it goes.
This place is huge, and we're only seeing the top layer. It goes down for miles.
Hey, Kylo.
Years ago, of course. We should be getting close.
Hey, Helion.
Oh, I can't wait to see the
Hey, Creative.
face. No neurotoxin,
Yeah, no, this
no
is
courage. She'll
border.
never
This
know
is
what
def absolutely 56 pace. Snack would have to double check, but this is probably borderline best pace ever. If it's probably a couple seconds off it if it isn't
We're going the wrong way.
that the category has ever seen.
I'll
So
find you.
2 seconds off. Yeah,
I
there you go.
honestly, truly didn't think you'd fall for that. In fact, I
Yeah, and my
devised a
PV
much
core
more
has a hole-in-one,
effective
so we're probably gonna lose
strategy
time here
for
too.
when you got through this
That's okay.
easy one. If I'd
DQ,
known
thanks
you
for the
let
good luck.
yourself get captured this easily, I would have just dangled a turkey leg on a rope from the ceiling. Well, it was nice catching up. Let's get to
This time
business.
I'm a believer. Don't let
I
me
hope you
down.
brought something
Jesus.
stronger than a portal
This run's gonna
gun this
reset
time.
in Repulsion intro. This is gonna be the Msushi Repulsion intro instant of 2022.
President of the Being Alive Club.
Just do Ellie Skip
Seriously,
V2.
though. Goodbye.
Ellie Skip V2 is just you have to like
It's my big shit.
hit the trigger to activate the elevator as far away as possible so you can get unstuck, right? So I was gonna say, is it like even worth trying? I don't think so, right? Because a lot of times you just not trigger the elevator.
Oh, you were busy back there. Well, I suppose we
Don't
could
try
just
it,
sit in
okay.
this room and glare at each other until somebody drops dead.
It's honestly kind of good that a lot of those like weird tricks, like Ellie Skip V2 and Test Launch,
I'd take a deep breath.
that are kind of strats that if they lost no time, it would be like oh, go for it anyways kind of deal, where you get a lot of stupid runs. So I'm really glad that those strats lose time to attempt.
I hate you so much.
Those like 1 in 100
Core
strats.
is 80% corrupt.
That's funny. I don't feel corrupt. In fact, I feel pretty good.
Alternate core detected.
Oh, that's
Thanks,
me
Holy
you're
Hearted.
talking about.
To initiate a core transfer, please deposit substitute core in receptacle.
Torch.
Substitute core accepted. Substitute core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
Yes.
Corrupted core. Are you ready to start the procedure?
No.
Oh, yes, she is.
No, 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 no.
Stalemate detected. Transfer procedure cannot continue.
Yes.
Petromax, thanks for the good luck.
Associate is present to press the stalemate resolution button.
Pull me out. Leave me in. Leave me in.
Not so fast.
Stalemate resolved.
Here we go. Wait, what if this hurts? What if this really hurts? Ah, I didn't think of that.
Oh, it will. Believe me, it will.
Are you just saying that, or is it really gonna hurt? You're just saying that, aren't you? You're just no, you're not. You're it is gonna hurt, isn't it? Exactly how painful are we? Ah!
No. Stop. No. 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 No.
Wow! Check me out, partner. We did it. I'm in control of the whole facility now.
Thanks, good to go.
Whoa! Would you look at this? Not too bad, eh? Giant robot, massive. It's not just me, right? I am bloody massive, aren't I? Oh, right, yeah, the escape lift. I'll call it now. There we go. Lift cool. Look how... Let me tell you, I knew it was going to be cool to be in charge of everything. But, wow, this is cool. And check this out. I'm a bloody genius now.
Estás usando este software de traducción de forma incorrecta. Por favor, consulte el manual.
I don't even know what I just said, but I can find out. Oh, sorry, no, the lift. Yes, sorry, I keep forgetting. This body's amazing, seriously. I can't get over how small you are, but I'm huge.
Oh, any hole-in-oneers? Is that a gold? The gold core split. 3-3-3-3. This is best pace ever. This is the best Chapter 5 exit. Wow. Carried by hole-in-one. Did you learn Zack Lemonade? Of course. Of course I have the Zack tech. But we have Chapter 6 to play first, so... By 2 seconds. Oh, wow. Dang.
Here's a couple of facts. He's not just a regular moron. He's the product of
The Zack tech, aka the Zek. Yes.
together with the express purpose of building the dumbest moron who ever lived. And you just put him in charge of the entire facility.
Okay, my chapter 6, I have Crazy Box time save and Crazy Box and Repulsion for time save. Everything else is really solid, so let's see what we can do. But if we get into chapter 7, we have 17 seconds of time saving conversion intro over my gold split. So that's stuck in the portal. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. We'll lose 2 seconds.
All right, let's get started. This first test involves something the lab boys call repulsion gel. You're not part of the control group, by the way. You get the gel. Last poor son of a gun got blue paint. All joking aside, that did happen. Broke every bone in his legs. For this next test, we put nanoparticles in the gel. In layman's terms, that's a billion little gizmos that are going to travel into your bloodstream and pump experimental genes and RNA molecules and so forth into your tumors. Now, maybe you don't have any tumors.
We'll get time save here. This is good.
If you sat on a folding chair in the lobby and weren't wearing lead underpants, in case you got covered in that repulsion gel, here's some advice the lab boys gave me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't entirely nailed down what element it is yet, but I'll tell you this, it's a lively one, and it does not like the human skeleton. All these science spheres are made of asbestos, by the way. Keeps out the rats. Let us know if you feel a shortness of breath, a persistent dry cough, or your heart stopping, because that's not part of the test. That's asbestos. Good news is the lab boys say the symptoms of asbestos poisoning. I like your style.
Not the fastest.
You make up your own rules, just like me. Just a heads up, that coffee we gave you earlier had fluorescent calcium in it, so we can track the neuronal activity in your brain. There's a slight chance the calcium could harden and vitrify.
Okay, time saving Crazy Box here.
Don't stress yourself thinking about it. I'm serious. Visualizing the scenario while under stress actually triggers the reaction. Now, if you're part of control group Kepler-7, we implanted a tiny microchip about the size of a postcard into your skull. Most likely you've forgotten it's even there. But if it starts vibrating and beeping during this next test, let us know. Because that means it's about to hit 500 degrees, so we're going to need to go ahead and get that out of you pretty fast. Science isn't about why,
We'll get most of it.
It's about why not. Why is so much of our science dangerous? Why not marry safe science if you love it so much? In fact, why not invent a special safety door that won't hit you on the butt on the way out, because you are fired. Now you, test subject, you're doing fine. Yes, you. Box your stuff. Out the front door. Parking lot. Car. Goodbye. Congratulations! The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I thank you for your participation and hope we can count on you for another round of tests. We're not going to release this stuff into the wild until it's good and damn ready, so as long as you keep yourself in top physical form, there will always be a limo waiting for you. Say goodbye, greetings, friend. I'm Cave Johnson, CEO of Aperture Science. You might know us as a vital participant in the 1968
Here we go.
hearings on missing astronauts, and you've most likely used one of the many products we
Did anything happen while I was out?
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker you get through, the quicker you'll get your $60.
Good.
Carolyn, are the compensation vouchers ready?
Yes, sir,
Great
Mr.
job, astronaut,
Johnson.
war hero, and/or Olympian. With your help, we're gonna change the world. This on? Hey, listen up down there. That thing's called an elevator, not a bathroom.
I swear I know him.
If you're interested in an additional $60, flag down a test associate and let them know. You can walk out here. Put some science stuff in case you're interested, there's still some positions available for that bonus opportunity I mentioned earlier. Again, all you gotta do is let us disassemble you. We're not banging rocks together here. We know how to put a man back together. So that's a complete reassembly. New vitals, spit shine on the old ones, plus we're scooping out tumors. Frankly, you ought to be paying us. Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is...
Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her?
For many of you, I realize $60.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
This is gonna look silly. And that's because it is.
I know things look bleak, but that crazy man down there was right. Let's not take these lemons. We are going to march right back upstairs and make him put me back in my body. And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan.
Oh no. I gotta reload a previous save.
And he'll probably kill us because he's incredibly powerful and I have no plan. Well,
That'll ground me back to reality.
the odds are 1,000,000 to 1 and that's with some generous rounding. Still though, let's get mad. If we're going to
Oh my god, I'm actually like not playing well after that. That's 9 seconds.
that poster, go look at it for a second, would you? Paradoxes. No AI can resist thinking about them.
That was stupid too. I did the setup right. I just actually just straight up missed the gel. This is a snack 3 gels. I mean, that sucks.
So it's not the most watertight plan to go confront an omnipotent power-mad AI with. Still, it's a better plan than exploding. Marginally.
For God's sake, your boxes with legs. It's literally your only purpose. Walking onto buttons. How can you not do the one warmer, boiling hot, okay, colder, ice cold. You're Arctic now. You're very cold, very, very, very cold. Look, just get on the button. Oh, that's funny, is it? Oh, it's funny because we've been at this for 12 hours and you haven't solved it either. So I don't know why you're laughing. You've got 1 hour. Solve it.
Solve this puzzle for him. When he comes back,
Ah, yes! You have no idea what it's like in this body. I have to test all the time. Well, I get this this itch. You know, it must be hardwired into the system or something. Oh, but I'll tell you, when I do test, oh man alive, nothing feels better. It's just, that's what I've got to test. That's what I've got to test. So, you're going to test, and I'm going to watch. Everything is going to be just
Morning.
design this test. Oh!
I don't know why that redirect is so hard.
That felt really good. Oh, here's an idea. Since making tests is so difficult, why don't you just keep solving this test? The same one. And I can just like watch you solve it.
Okay, lose control there.
Yeah.
And save right before I lose air control.
I can just like watch you solve it. Yeah, that sounds like and nothing. All right, can't blame me for trying. Okay, new tests. New tests. Got to be some tests around here somewhere. Oh,
Alright, so my paradox idea didn't work. And it almost killed me.
That's like 15 seconds lost in 2 chambers to really, really small things.
As he does about logical contradictions.
Yeah, 5 in test, 10 in 3 gels.
Be hard to stay alive long enough to find him.
it's all right. Everything's good. I just invented some more tests.
This is one of my tests.
Not entirely. Not entirely. Look at the word test there on the wall. That's brand new.
Okay,
And now this run is genuinely hard to 56. Not impossible,
the good news is,
but
well,
hard.
so far, to be honest. I'll get back to you on that. I'd love to help you solve the tests, but I can't. Sorry. You're on your own.
Yeah, made this test myself out of smaller tests that I found lying around. Jammed them all together. Oh, yes. Well done.
Thanks. All we had to do was pull that lever.
What? Well, no, you pressed the... Ah!
I know we're in a lot of trouble and probably about to die, but that was worth it. I thought of some good news. He's going to run out of test chambers eventually. I never stockpiled them.
I'm coming. Don't start yet. You are not going to believe this. I found a sealed-off wing. Hundreds of perfectly good test chambers just sitting there, filled with skeletons. Shook them out, good as new.
Skeletons. Right, I guess I did stockpile some tests. Just as mementos, though.
And there we go. To be honest, you can't even tell, can you?
Hawk
Seamless.
Wheatley.
Oh no, it's happening sooner than
I think I actually got the skip. I can't tell though.
we'll be fine.
No, I lose time. I don't know what causes that.
Nothing. Keep testing while I look for a way out.
Alright, so that last test was seriously disappointing. Apparently, being it's not enough! If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
I might have pushed that moron thing a little too far this time. Oh, now he's playing classical music.
Oh, what was that? There was nothing!
The body he's squatting in
Wow, good funnel catch. Great shot.
has a built-in euphoric response to testing. Eventually, you build up a resistance to it. It can get a little unbearable, unless you have the mental capacity to push past it. It didn't matter to me. I was in it for the science. Him, though. If he's not getting his solution euphoria, we could be in a lot of trouble.
Don't mind me, just moving the old test chamber a little bit closer to me. I'd have thought maybe proximity to the test solving might give us stronger results.
It won't.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry. Are you absolutely sure you're solving these correctly? I mean, yes, you solved it, but I'm wondering if maybe there's a number of ways to solve them, and you're picking all the worst ways. No, that wasn't. Ah, what am I missing?
I think he's getting desperate. This is not good.
Have a brainwave. I'm going to tape you solving these, and then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note, I am going to need you to solve these 10 times as fast.
Blowfly?
Anyway, just give me a
Does this
wave
matter?
before you solve this one, alright? I don't want to spoil the ending for when I watch it later.
Remember,
Might lose a small amount of time.
specifically designed
That is actually a significant amount of time. 1 full second on laser catapult.
Oh, my facility. This place is self-destructing, you idiot.
Was self-destructing, already fixed. Programmed in one last tremor for all time. Alright, still nothing, let's keep moving. Sorry about the lift, it's out of service, because it melted.
Nice.
Ah, you're alive! Great! Yeah, just getting a test ready for you, obviously. Who else would I be doing it for? No one. So, let's see here. Exit, exit, exit. There is no exit. Not a problem, I'll make an exit for your test. There, bing, good, perfect, on you go. I'll be honest, after you told me to turn that beam off, I thought I had lost you. Went poking around for other test subjects, no luck there, everyone's still dead. Oh, I did find something though, reminds me. I've got a big surprise for you two. Seriously, look forward to it.
Alright, he's not even trying to be subtle anymore. Or maybe he still is, in which case, well, that's kind of sad.
Sorry, my fault. Butterfingers.
Either way, I get the...
Only 3 more chambers to your big surprise. Oh, sorry.
So, he's inexplicably happy all of a sudden, even though he should be going out of his mind with test withdrawal. And he's got a surprise for us. What did he find back there?
I'll bet you're both dying to know what your big surprise is. Well, only 2 more chambers.
We're running out of time. I think I can break us out of here in the next chamber. Just play along.
I'm gaining no speed.
Okay, look, I've decided I'm not gonna kill you, okay, if you come back. Oh, I've got an idea. Yes, in your face, I got... Hold on, I'm almost there. Ah. Don't mind me, continue escaping.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes, it's a trap, but it's the only way through. Let's just do it.
Ah!
Did something break back there? Oh,
Hey,
did it
thanks so
kill you?
much.
That would be amazing if it killed you.
Actually puking, crying, and throwing up right now.
Crashing's too good for him. First, he'll spend a year in the incinerator. Year 2, cryogenic refrigeration wing. Then 10 years in the chamber I built where all the robots scream at you.
Okay, I'll take that as a no then.
Corrupted cores, we're in luck. You find a way to stun him, I'll send you a core, and then you attach it to him. If we do it if you'd plug me in. Look, even if you think we're still enemies, we're enemies with a common interest. Revenge. You like revenge, right? Everybody likes revenge. Well, let's go get some.
Well, well, well. Welcome.
To my lair.
Let me just flag something up. According to the control panel light up there, the entire building is going to self-destruct in about 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure it's a problem with the light. I think the light's on the blink, but just in case it isn't, I am actually going to have to kill you, as discussed earlier. So let's call that 3 minutes and then a minute break, which should leave a leisurely 2 minutes to figure out how to shut down whatever's starting all the fires. So anyway, that's the itinerary. Also, I took the liberty of watching the tapes of you killing her, and I'm not going to make the same mistakes. 4-part plan is this. 1. No portal surfaces. 2. Start the neurotoxin immediately. 3. Bomb-proof shields for me. Leading directly onto number 4. Bombs I'm throwing at you. You know what? This plan is so good, I'm going to give you a sporting chance and turn off the neurotoxin. I'm joking, of course. Goodbye.
Neurotoxin level at capacity in 5 minutes.
Ha! That's sounded real. No, that was actually an impression of you. Actually, because you just fell into my trap, my brilliant trap. Just then, I wanted you to. Ah!
I'm delivering the first core up near the catwalk. Grab it and attach it to.
Warning. Core corruption at 50%. Vent system compromised. Neurotoxin offline. Reactor explosion in 4 minutes.
What? Ah!
Okay, great. Here comes another core.
Quick, what's the situation? Oh,
Warning. Core corruption at 75%. Reactor explosion timer destroyed. Reactor explosion uncertainty emergency preemption protocol initiated. This facility will self-destruct in 2 minutes.
Enough! I told you not to put these cores on, but you don't listen, do you? Ah!
Here's another core. This one should do it.
Warning. Core corruption at 100%. Manual core replacement required.
Ah, I see.
Substitute core. Are you ready to start?
Come on!
Corrupted core. Are you ready to start?
What do you think?
Interpreting vague answer as yes.
No. Didn't pick up on my sarcasm.
Stalemate detected. Wire detected in the stalemate resolution annex. Extinguishing.
Oh, that just cleans right off, does it? Well, that would have been good to know a little earlier.
Stalemate resolution associate. Please press the stalemate resolution button.
Go press the button. Go press it.
Do not. Ah! Space! Ah! Ah! Let go! We're in space! Ah! Let go! Let go! I'm still connected! I can pull myself in! I can still